If you've been waiting for the absolute best new construction opportunities in today's market, I'm talking the lowest price, the biggest incentives on move-in ready homes, then I've got some bad news for you. You waited too long. A lot of those deals, they're gone. Builders made their moves earlier this summer. They slashed prices. They offered crazy interest rate buy downs, and they threw in tens of thousands of dollars in closing costs. And buyers, the smart ones, they took advantage of that. Well, all is not lost, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's changed, what's still out there, and why waiting even longer could end up costing you thousands of dollars in the long run. Let's dive in. Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team, eXp Realty here in Frisco, Texas. And it seems like just a couple of months ago, it was almost as though every single builder in Frisco and Prosper, it was almost as if they were trying to outdo one another. We were seeing massive discounts. I mean, homes, prices being reduced by $100,000, $120,000, $150,000. Ultra low interest rates through builder financing, and in many cases, both. And these weren't on the floor plans nobody wanted or the undesirable locations. These were on brand new, beautiful, move-in ready homes. To be honest with you, many of those times there were prices that we hadn't seen in a couple of years, and I didn't think we were going to see again. But here's the catch. They didn't last. So what exactly changed? So here's the shift that we're seeing right now. Many of those homes, they sold or they're under contract now. The absolute best incentives, gone. But again, as I mentioned, all is not lost. I did another search this morning to try and give you an idea of exactly what is still out there and what some of those incentives currently being offered are. Let me show you. All right, this screen that we're looking at here now, this is from Southgate Homes. And as I said, I just went through and did a search to try and show you exactly what was happening and pulled up a few different websites. So this is Southgate Homes in their Painted Tree community in McKinney. So here's what's interesting. This home is going to be ready in September, so a month from now. And you can see it's had a price reduction of $41,000. Nice. But that's still a big difference from the 100, 120 we were seeing not long ago. How about this one? It's not ready until November. The price reduction dropped to $32,000. Again, another one in November. It's also got a price reduction here of about 40, well, close to 50,000 on this one. But look at December, no reduction. It's too far out. There's no reduction on this home. So on the homes that are going, as they get closer to being done, you usually start to see the bigger incentives being offered. The other thing to notice on this page is, look here, 1-year rate lock offer on new build homes. Where's the buy down? Where's the interest incentive on the quick move in home? See, they're just not appearing the way they were. So let's take a look at this. Now we're looking at Coventry Homes. Okay, so this isn't any particular community, but they've changed what they're offering. Let me move myself out of the way a little bit more here. They were offering this incentive right here, started on August 1st. Okay, it's only available until August 20th. So the amount of time that these incentives are being offered is starting to shrink greatly. And you can see here monthly savings, low rate starting at 3.99%. Over 20 move-in ready homes available throughout DFW. So that's just over 20 homes, not in a community, but in all of their communities throughout the Metroplex. So again, the number of deals that are available like this are rapidly shrinking. So now let's look here. This is trophy signature homes. Okay, they're talking about get ready for back to school, right? So they're offering a couple of different incentives. I think I can make this a little bit bigger for you. There we go. So they're offering a 4.99% FHA and $7,500 in closing costs, or a 5.49% conventional and $7,500 in closing costs. on select homes. And guess what? This one expires August 30th. So again, the same pattern here as we just saw. The incentives are not lasting anywhere near as long as they were before. Here's another one. This is Highland Homes. This is on all of their communities. This is actually one of the better ones that I have seen, to be honest with you. This is a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 4.99%. Now, I don't know about you, but I have no idea when or if we are going to see 4.99% fixed rate mortgages come back. They've ticked down a little this week, but we're sitting right around 6.6, 6.65. The hope is that we might get down to 6 by the end of next year. So this could offer a substantial savings to somebody, and it is on their select quick move-in homes. But again, look right here. They must contract between July 30th and August 30th, and they must close by September 26. So again, not a long-term incentive being offered here at all. Next up, we have Toll Brothers, and this is just taken from their Light Farms community, but this is an example of what Toll Brothers are doing. They are offering a 2-1 buy down, which means that they lower the mortgage rate by 2% in year 1, 1% in year 2, then it's fixed. This is also not a bad program. So this is an example of a $500,000 loan amount. So in year 1, your mortgage rate would be 3.49%. That's going to save you $594 a month. In year 2, it's 4.49%, which saves you $305 a month. And then in years 3 through 30, it's fixed at 5.49%. Not as low as the Highland offer, but it is lower in those first 2 years. So that's going to save you nearly $11,000 on your mortgage payments in the first 2 years. That's not counting the savings that you're going to have by being fixed at 5.49% instead of 6 or 6.5. Okay, so these are the type of things that they're looking at. But again, here, is this available on every single home? No, it's only available on select quick move-in homes, of which there's not that many available. So last up here, the last one I pulled for you, this is an example. This is Normandy Homes. So again, I'll increase that for you. Very, very similar. You can see a pattern here. They're offering a low introductory rate of 4.99%. That is only for the first year. Your rate then jumps up to 5.99% in years 2 through 30. And again, it is only on quick move-in homes, and this one also expires at the end of this month. So what exactly is going on here? Why is this happening? What do the builders know that maybe we don't know? Well, if you want to look at it, why are there so many fewer deals now than there were just a month or two ago? Well, here's what I've learned, and I've been talking to several builders recently, and the pace of sales has really followed closely over the past couple of years with mortgage rates. Whenever we saw a rapid rise in mortgage rates, we saw a steep drop-off in the number of sales. So when mortgage rates spiked again earlier this year, buyer demand weakened. It weakened fast. In fact, most forecasters had predicted that the number of sales in real estate in 2025 would be greater than in 2024. And although it does look as though it's going to be up a little bit, it's nothing to write home about. It just, the sales just haven't materialized. High interest rates combined with economic uncertainty, and to be honest with you, just general buyer fatigue pushed a lot of people to the sidelines. They went into a wait and see game. And a lot of those buyers that I've talked to, they're just waiting for something to give, whether it was prices, whether it was rates. The mentality of all of that just created a noticeable slowdown. Well, as that demand fell, the buyers saw a spike in contract cancellations, but they'd already been building to satisfy expected demand. So they had a lot of homes in the pipeline that were under construction and or nearing completion. And so here's what's important. Here's the thing to know. Builders are in the business of building homes. They absolutely hate sitting on finished inventory. Every single day, a new home builder sits on completed and unsold inventory. It costs them money. So what did they do? Well, they did two things. They slowed down new construction starts, so they started building less. And the other thing is they moved to aggressively clear the inventory that they had through those price reductions, through those aggressive incentives, anything they could do to move product. And it worked. The backlog, as you can see, is now largely cleared out. And what's left is either under contract, gone, or not being discounted as deeply as it was just a couple of months ago. But here's what I found interesting, and it is almost like a switch was flipped, to be honest with you. Over the past couple of weekends, I've been out myself and I've visited several new home communities in Frisco and Prosper, and I saw a very noticeable change. They were busy. Foot traffic was up. There was a lot of people out looking, and it's not just me noticing that. Many of the builders that I spoke to, they also confirmed the exact same thing, but they also went on to say that contracts are up too. The pace of sales has definitely increased compared to earlier this year. Now, I'm not saying it's going crazy by any means, but what the builders are telling me is that the decline in sales has stabilized, and they're starting to see more contracts signed and the pace of sales pick up once again. And with fewer finished homes sitting on the market, the builders are starting to test the waters. As you can see, they're pulling back on incentives. They're still offering them, but for shorter periods of time, because they may not need to offer them a month from now. So they're going to see how far they can go before demand slows again. And honestly, from what I'm seeing, it's working right now. So that's why if you're still sitting on the sidelines waiting for a better deal, you might actually be waiting for a market that's already passed us. That's the thing. You never know when a market bottoms out, and you never know when a market has peaked until after it has, and you start looking backwards. So with that in mind, what is still available? And as you saw, there are still a few opportunities out there, but you definitely have to look harder. And if you're in the market for that type of home, you're going to have to act faster. So, again, what there is out there, as I just showed you, is not the same as it was than just a few months ago. So again, you can do exactly what I just showed you when I shared screen there just a minute ago. You can start researching communities, click on all of the different builders, go through and look at the different homes that are available, look at the incentives that are available. Absolutely. It's all information that you can do. Or you can just call me. So you can go ahead and call or text the number on your screen, or if you go ahead and click this QR code, it's going to take you directly to my calendar where I invite you to book a free discovery call. I want to learn more about what it is that you're hoping for, about what it is that you need in a home, and then I'll do that legwork for you. I will match you with the builder and the community that best suits your needs. I'm out there all the time, so it's going to take me a lot less time than it would take you. But if you do want to do that work yourself, by all means, just Google the community, click on all of the builders, and start scrolling through the different options they have available. So if you are in the market to buy, what exactly does all of this mean for you? So, new construction in Frisco and Prosper, if you're waiting for the perfect time, just know that it may already be behind us. And the second best time may be right now, unless something drastically changes. I can't read the tea leaves. I'm not telling you if you're not ready to buy, you should be buying now. That's not my intent here at all. It's simply to share what I am seeing going on in the marketplace right now, keep you updated so that you can make the decision that is best for you and your family. And if you haven't done so already, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I provide updates like this all the time. As a matter of fact, next week, the video that's going to be coming out is my real estate market update for August 2025. I'll be sharing all of the latest information, both nationally, what's going on, and then how that relates to what's happening right here in Frisco and Prosper. We'll look at mortgage rates. We're going to look at home prices. And so you'll have all the information you know heading into the fall. So again, don't hesitate to reach out, scan that QR code, or go ahead and call or text the number that is up on your screen or in the description below. I've got my number and the link to my calendar there as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.